I am so excited to share this resource with you. I discovered this last spring, was not familiar with it, and that's why it's so exciting to share because I think there are a lot of people out there that are not familiar with it. But the depth and breadth that you find on this site makes it more than just a resource for, say, the K2, K5 population. There are materials on here that make it a great resource for middle school teachers. Even some of the elements would be helpful with high school teachers. And so we're going to show you all of these great resources. I think you're going to get excited about the potential. Even if you're not using them for teaching, maybe you want to use them from a parent's point of view or even a grandparent's point of view, depending on where you're at in your career. So let's talk about the KLTV shows. We have story makers, and this is an area where authors are telling about themselves and about their book. So students get a chance to realize that books are written and that they can see those people in person. So that's exciting. That doesn't necessarily happen. Then we have read aloud, and this of course is the author reading their book aloud. Then we have a ready, set, draw to really spark in energy and enthusiasm about drawing. The next section is a little bit of a surprise, but this is a podcast. And so what it is, it's usually an audio production of the author talking about his or her book. And this is a great opportunity for you to get kids to practice their listening skills. Next, we have all sorts of crafts and activities. I'd really encourage you to look at all of them, but the Spark Your Creativity section is so nice because they'll often have themed materials that are associated with that month or a holiday coming up. So definitely look into those activities. We have a book trailer section for your favorite books. And then here it says we have more KLTV shows. But what I want to do is I want to go up to the top, KidLit at Home. I like this format because it happens to put so much more at your fingertips right away. So as I scroll down, you're going to see what's been featured this week. So you get a nice visual of what's been going on. Then we have a section where we have members of Candlewick and Abrams Press, and they are sharing information about a variety of topics. So worth your time. Notice we even have a YA author here, so I would encourage you to really look for all of these hidden treasures. Then, of course, we have a Storytime picture book section, and these are almost always read by the authors, so that's always exciting. And then as you scroll down, you're going to notice that we have a story time, but for middle grades. Now, obviously, they're not reading the entire project, but they are reading a portion just to grab your interest. And so here you can see we have Jason Reynolds, who's reading from Ghost. A lot of great names and a great opportunity to get those needs of those middle grade students met. And then as I scroll down, we're going to see more of the drawing and crafting activities that are available to you. Once we leave the drawing section, you're going to see that you will have some writing tutorials, which is a little bit of a surprise, but it of course makes sense because if you want to create good writers, you want them to be good readers. So it talks about a variety of common things, even parts of speech. Here you can see they're talking about nouns and verbs and adverbs. And next we have a STEM and STEAM section, so that we're trying to bring in a lot of high interest materials so that we can engage students and get them excited about reading. We even have a sing-along section, which I would really encourage you to look through and enjoy. And then lastly, and this is where I think we can bring in that 9th through 12th grade population if they happen to be studying Spanish. They actually have videos in Spanish, and if I were teaching Spanish, I would so take advantage of that. And then here we have a little section, and they're talking about things that are coming up. So we have all sorts of digital learning resources for students, but notice it's pre-K through 12, so they don't limit themselves. And then, of course, they'll have some Illustrator author virtual visits. They have a little bit of a directory there for you. So you can see that KidLit may seem like a simple solution for elementary teachers, but it is not. It is a solution that can work for a variety of teachers pre-K through 12. So I hope that you enjoy this opportunity to take a look at KidLit TV. So worth your time. Enjoy.